All right, death battle time, baby. My favorite time of every couple weeks.
Make sure to stream to me.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
I
Imagine,
gotta see the
imagine
thing.
you, imagine you don't say anything for like the entire time.
I'll just react with you.
Like, oh, I see. I totally see what's happening right now.
Oh damn! Spawn hit that punch really good.
Like, Ghost Rider just punch Spawn. What are you talking about? So Ghost Rider versus Spawn. I am so fucking excited. Luke, I'm gonna ask you first because there's only two of us this time, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Nick,
Nick is
to
dead
shit.
to me at least. Uh, and Zach is also dead to me, but for very separate reasons from Nick. Um, so Luke,
One of them we still like.
well, I'm still mad at Zach for the whole Lethal Company thing.
Which the
Um,
company thing happened?
locking me in a room.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but I'll ask you, what are your thoughts on the characters and matchup at play here?
So this is another one of those situations. If you watch more of Kai's death battle things like this, where I don't really know these characters that well. I the only media I've consumed of either of these characters is the first Nick Cage movie for Ghost Rider, which I remember liking. Upon some recent rewatching of a few clips, I don't know if I would like it again. Maybe if it's just nostalgia. Um, these characters I think are cool from what I've seen. I don't know. I like the designs and the I don't know. It's fun theming.
Oh yeah,
I think I prefer Spawn, even though I know less about him.
he's so fucking cool.
He's just a cool character.
Did you ever play Mortal Kombat 11 with Spawn?
Um, I feel like maybe. No, I played 10.
Mm,
I might play like 11 a little bit, but more just like a match or two.
yeah. All right, we'll pause that there. Um, I am a huge fan. I want to get rid of this. A huge fan of Spawn and a pretty big fan of Ghost Rider. Um, this is an
Wasn't
episode.
Spawn in another fighting game?
Soul Calibur 2.
I think I played that with Nick a little bit.
Oh hey, he was in
'Cause I
the.
remember playing a Spawn.
I want to say the Xbox version or the
Yeah,
PlayStation version. He was in one of those.
I think we played
Because
on Xbox.
actually right next to me. Hold on, sorry, Aria. I gotta move you. I actually
Do
have
you have the game?
not that one, but next to me I have Soul Calibur 2 for the GameCube with Link.
Oh,
Um,
does it have Link instead of
yeah,
Spawn?
each version had a different one. I
Oh,
think Xbox had Spawn. Um, GameCube had Link, and then I'm looking up the other one because I can remember what the other one is, and it pisses me off. Okay, so yeah, Xbox had Spawn. PlayStation had Heihachi Mishima from Tekken, and then yeah,
okay.
GameCube had Link from Legend of Zelda.
I feel like games don't do that very often, where the different platforms have slightly uh, different variations of them. That's
uh,
kind of cool.
Doing that for fighting games is definitely a bit of a problem, mainly because it kind of, if you go into a competitive scene, they have to be banned because part of the
Oh,
community just can't. That happened with Mortal Kombat 9 because only PlayStation got Kratos.
oh,
Um,
was Kratos pretty good then?
he was pretty good, but he was banned because players on Xbox or PC couldn't play him.
Yeah.
Um, but with this matchup, I have done a lot of research into these characters, and I came to the conclusion that Ghost Rider wins. And then the fucking motherfuckers at the G1 Death Battle fan blog, which by the way, I love them so much. Do not take my use of the word motherfuckers as an insult. I love those guys.
Kai calls almost everybody that he likes and cares about motherfuckers.
I call everybody a lot of things. Um, but they have a 6-9 split in favor of Spawn, and
Nice.
I read the whole blog. I'm gonna kill you. I read the whole blog, and they have some good points. I don't fully agree with some certain things, but I have no idea at this point. They're making me question my own thoughts, and I don't know, man. I'm excited. The preview looks so fucking good. And I'm so excited that Spawn gets a run back because last time Spawn was here was season fucking 1.
We didn't realize it was that long ago. I mean, I know we were watching it for the series, but
Yeah.
it it just seems strange that the original showing of that was so long ago.
And then the final thing before we start watching, who are you rooting for?
Going into it, I'm rooting for Spawn, but we'll see who I end up voting for.
Right. Um, Even though my research led me to the conclusion that Ghost Rider should win, I am a much bigger fan of Spawn. So I am definitely gonna be rooting uh for Spawn. Also, something you may notice, I haven't brought it up in the last couple of videos. I take notes on my phone during the thing in case so I don't forget a bunch of shit. So anything they say that I deem super important, I'm writing down on my phone, and I'll make sure to bring it up later. I've been
To make
doing.
sure you don't miss big notes about like why something happened.
It'll be like because there'll be times like with Kratos Astra, I straight up forgot some things that happened by the time we were guessing.
Hmm.
So even though I was taking notes, so it's still gonna happen. Um, so
But perhaps less than it would otherwise.
right. I tend to be a little forgetful, but all right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm curious to hear more about both these characters as well.
Spawn is. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit.
And the animation looks really cool.
It's so
Rider
good.
Versus Spawn, the spirit of vengeance versus the dark angel of Armageddon. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson. Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer.
I love how literal the names are.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Marvel stuff.
Marvel's wild.
The devil. Oh, Hell Cycle. Oh, this badass bike can outpace Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can cross the universe in seconds. Hellfire is a weapon in and of
That's
itself.
more than I expected.
Shot out
Oh,
of his
it's
hands,
fucking
rained down from the
insane.
sky, or released from his
The Ghost Rider piss.
boner, Wiz. Get it?
Sans.
And it doesn't just scorch
We're getting
your
Sans
flesh,
versus the
Hellfire
Judge
is
next.
So deadly, it can burn away your
Nah,
very
probably not that.
soul.
Not
This
that
technique would be
soon.
mastered by Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch. Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know, the one that burns your soul to smithereens with just a look.
Pen and stare, baby.
Hold on, his brother does the same kind of thing? Like, is he bound to the same demon?
I don't believe so. I'm drawing a blank at the moment. I'm pretty. Because Ghost Rider is a title.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he has different hell powers. But bound to like a different entity.
Okay.
Pen and stare still works though.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor,
Wait.
World War.
Yeah.
So this is Zarathos on his own, like without being in Ghost Rider.
Yep. I could have sworn this got confirmed. Maybe not.
Or Hulk and
A
Doctor
single mother.
Strange. Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms. A battle with him could cause omniversal Armageddon, fitting as his fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder. And Galactus's fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total.
So when they're talking about
cosmic
Zarathos like this,
annihilation.
does that also apply to Ghost Rider in its entirety?
So Ghost Rider, like when you see just Ghost Rider, no. However, Ghost Rider, Johnny can let Zarathos take full control. That's when he's got like the blue flames and the red skull.
Okay.
So yeah, that's when Zarathos, his full power is out. And
So-
that's when I think Spawn's fucked.
Yeah. I mean, so
Um,
far, let's see what the hell they say about Spawn.
Right, Spawn's got some fucking ridiculous shit, man.
So it was no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself. usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handle.
Yeah,
It was kind of silly.
Wearing these, always prowling the highways.
Were there a
for the
couple of
evil
Ghost Rider
and the
games then?
profane.
Let's see some clips from them.
I don't think he had his own game, but he's been a part of a couple of just a couple games, but not
Maybe
many.
one day
Sadly,
he'll
he
find
needs a
salvation
game.
in the eyes of one of his victims.
Cause they sure as hell won't find any in his.
Ghost Rider's cool as shit.
This battle is sponsored
Yeah.
by Robin Hood Gold.
Harry
Exclusive and
plus times the
gold stand contribution.
subject to chance and iron
I
interest
don't
policy.
care.
I don't like the slow zoom. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Bill Simmons was one thing. He was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin.
God, I wish that
Simmons
movie was
upheld
better.
democracy as a decaying zombie 5 years later, after his wife had already remarried and had a daughter.
There, you.
I love that he's wearing a
saw her.
beanie.
Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born the undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's
What a
so nice
bad
that he comes all the
deal
way
to
back
make.
around
Oh,
being
yeah,
the
it was
coolest
terrible.
thing ever. He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia.
Yeah, best character in Mortal
He can
Kombat
fly,
9.
Teleport, turn invisible and intangible.
I mean, 11.
Do things with his mind.
9/11.
Force fields, control the elements and the weather.
That was unintentional.
Speaking of
Yeah, I could tell as it
so
unfolded
fast,
that you
he
like were
literally
discovering it.
breaks into other dimensions
So,
and smashes
is
time
the
as a
black and white part of him a suit, or is that
Yes.
his skin?
That's a suit. Called Lita.
Okay.
It gives him a lot of his power.
Is it kind of an organic suit? Because it looked a little strange sometimes.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules in crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malboja cursed him so that he could only make himself. Yeah.
White.
It's petty trolling like that that gets you
The
in
ultimate
trouble.
curse.
To be though Spawn's necroplasm comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got unlimited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training and hand-to-hand
Wait,
combat.
I'm a little
He's
confused.
even fought.
Did I hear that wrong?
Maybe?
It sounded like they said he's got unlimited amounts of the stuff, but if he runs out, then he still has some stuff he can do.
He has a limited amount of power to like draw from, but if he runs out of that power, he can fall back on his military training.
Okay, I understand why I misheard it. I think they said he has a limited amount, and I heard he has unlimited amounts.
Oh, no, a limited.
Okay, got it.
Spawn can rely on his elite military training and hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as
That comic's not great, but I love it.
he loves
With an infinite
Oh,
chain.
Ooh, okay.
Hmm?
So there's a lot of cool shit here. Sword of Spirit, I'm excited to see that. The God Fruit. They're listing it here, meaning they're giving him his God form after he fucking murdered God. And became God. That was very up in the air on if they were going to give it to him, because it's kind of not base, really. But it seems like they are. I don't think that's... I don't know if it's enough, but it's still cool.
So we have a version of God versus a version of the devil.
Yeah, well, Spawn was also king of hell at one point.
Hell has
Oh.
ever created.
More experience
even
then.
helps.
Though if you
Fair.
threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
Fuck, that's awesome. I love
This
Spawn.
battle is
This
sponsored
is an
by-
interesting match.
Alright, fuck. Alright, do you have any thoughts?
Man, they both have. Here's how I see it. It seems like Spawn has more weaknesses with all the holy shit, all those weapons, and he has been defeated several times by several versions of people and things. But also it seems like he has more powerful, and he seems like he has more power and has been in more powerful positions. Like, I don't know, he just has more experience doing crazy shit. I don't know if I also have a bias towards the second one we hear because it's more fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
Your thoughts without saying you guess right away?
So, Ghost Rider definitely outstats. They might be in the same ballpark of speed, potentially. But while Spawn can, do the whole God Satan bullshit and affect and recreate an infinite universe, Ghost Rider with Zarathos is able to do that with an infinite omniverse, which is infinitely bigger.
Okay.
So he's definitely more powerful. However, Spawn is a better fighter. Has more powers. He can resist pretty much not everything, but a lot of things in Ghost Rider's arsenal. And Ghost Rider doesn't have a holy weapon.
That's what I was just thinking too. Like, is there even a way for a Ghost Rider to kill Spawn?
Eating or destroying his soul. That is the way to get around this. But Spawn can protect and manipulate his own soul.
Is it just gonna be a thing of like, could Ghost Rider overpower that ability, or is Spawn strong-willed enough to be able to get through that?
I think, fuck.
I'm gonna cast my vote.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it is gonna be Ghost Rider. I'm gonna vote for Ghost Rider, just because I think his overall like higher stats, like you said, I think that's gonna be enough to overpower the abilities of Spawn to resist those things. That's my guess. I don't fucking know, but that's what I'm going for.
I am not confident. And I hate doing this twice in a row because I wasn't confident with Kratos Asura. I am not confident, but I am going Spawn. I'm going against my judgment that I had months and months ago. And I think they've convinced me. I'm going Spawn.
I'm hoping, since that we're wrong with Kratos Asura, and you were not confident there, that now that I'm disagreeing with you and you're not confident here, I'll be correct.
Maybe.
It's time for one hell of a death battle!
What are the little chibi guys?
I don't know, man. Alright. This is gonna be badass.
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air.
Also, full respect to the person doing Spawn's voice. It's impossible to get Keith David's voice right without being Keith David.
Oh.
You squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me.
What was that timer?
I actually don't know. I will say one thing, all of Spawn's guns are just dead weight. They're just
Like-
guns.
They're not useful compared to what else they could do.
Yeah.
Vengeance calls.
They both got chain stuff, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. That has to mean something, and I'm forgetting what the timer is.
Should have written down. I don't know if they really.
I don't even think they brought it up.
Maybe there's a point somewhere that we kind of glanced over.
Yeah.
You've earned your damnation.
Bye, Spawn.
Ghost Rider wins.
Big Spawn. Oh, he's King of Hell. That's that form.
By the way, Saga's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Fucking lead guitarist from the Metal Gear Rising soundtrack.
Ooh.
Time stop, baby. Time stop is such a big fucking thing. Ooh, here's Zarathos. Scorpion.
I think this is the greatest mix of pixel, like the sprites, and a drawn background and environment that they've ever done. It looks really good. It blends really well.
It is so cool. Oh shit.
Holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Oh, it's so fucking cool. And I have no idea. Like, no one's getting too much of an edge that I can just say, "Yep, this person's winning."
Yeah.
Oh.
Simmons, your sins are innumerable.
Oh shit! They're redoing the. Ooh.
I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
Spawn showing Ghost Rider all the
All
wrong
his
things done.
sins. Bye, Johnny.
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
Let's
Dang.
fucking go! My instincts carry me through.
So that it was there another thing I missed where Spawn could do the same thing as Ghost Rider did?
Yeah, they
Just,
made
like
it-
showing them.
They made a joke about it earlier. They were saying that he could like make you feel the weight of your sins and all that. And Boom simply said almost like some sort of penance, because the
That's
penance
right.
stare.
I think they maybe because they didn't spend as much time on it, but so like it was the same kind of thing. So there's like, oh yeah, that thing again.
Yeah,
It didn't like hold as much weight in my brain. It was good.
that
And
was so
I,
good.
I respect the results, but sad that I get another mug down.
Yep. All right, let's hear him out.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn!
Literally, this was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into
Exactly.
four
That is exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
First up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream power for a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison. Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the penance stare.
Oh.
Just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the
Why
time
was that the
he
fucking
Just
Eye
like
of
he resisted a
Sauron?
very similar attack
Is that-
from Urizen.
That's what that
Best
is
of
right
all,
there.
Remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good?
What the
Well,
fuck?
you can't.
I don't know,
At
man.
least Johnny and Zarathos couldn't.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance
Oh,
squared.
fuck.
The damnation
I didn't even think about that.
effectively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked.
That's
on
right. He could have
multiple
just
Ghost
said
Riders.
no to the
Yeah.
loss.
Spawn the final edge. Zarathos was almost unbeatable.
Gone. Far stronger, matching speed, incapable of killing Spawn, less versatile, vulnerable to being separated from Zarathos, more versatile, can regenerate from anything Ryder does, multiple ways to bypass Ryder's immortality, matching speed, and far weaker. Damn.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You almost
I get it.
you almost never see a character with that big of a stat difference lose.
Massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything.
You have no
good.
idea how happy I
It
am
was
that
too
my
unkillable
research
for
was
Zarathos'
wrong.
Strength advantage to matter in the long run
You
against
wanted
his
Spawn to win
crazier
from the
ability.
get-go.
I love
That
Spawn
was
so
one
much.
hell of a fight,
He's
and at
so
least
cool.
Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spawn.
Let's fucking go.
time on
This also means, I will say, Spawn is now 2-0 in Death Battle. Kratos
Oh.
is 1-1.
But he got some cool animation, so I'm happy with that.
All right.
Battle.
Oh, Shigaraki Mahito.
Subscribe and join us.
Let's fucking go.
I haven't watched either of those, but I'll be there for it.
I really like Shigaraki, and Mahito is my favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen. I understand that that's weird for anyone who's seen Jujutsu Kaisen. But I really like him. He's cool as shit. Definitely not. It was the one that I thought was gonna be next, but not the one I really wanted to be next.
Which one did you want to be next?
I really, 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 really want to get Aang versus the Traveler out of the way. I don't want to.
I want to build up more and more so they have more time to work on it.
I don't. I just want more episodes to come out because I want to get to Ash versus Yugi sooner, and that's gonna be episode 200. Which, how many episodes are we at right now? If I go to the Death Battle playlist.
197.
Well, not quite. We need to get rid of, because they did down here. Remember correctly, yeah. So they did of the Boys Battle Royale that was sponsored. That's not an actual episode, as well as they had a separate episode for the Who Won, for like the why someone won. So get rid of these two. And we have to get rid of Raiden versus Excalibur because that was a bonus episode.
Oh.
I
Was
think
it just really quickly put out?
no, they got sponsored to do it, so they're like, fuck it, we already have a season planned, we'll just throw this in as extra.
Okay.
And then we also have to add back in Bieber versus not Bieber versus Black, the TMNT Battle Royale and Beerus versus Galaxia, which are unavailable. So take away those three.
But
So-
plus 2, so we're at 197. I mean, sorry, 196.
196. So it's Ash vs. Yugi is supposed to be episode 200. They did say though that they're willing to push it back if they think it needs more time to be as good as possible.
Yeah.
So, but Mahito Shigaraki, God, I really, really fucking hope Shigaraki wins. One, because I like him more, but two, My Hero Academia has such a shit record right now. They are
How many episodes has it had?
3, and they're 1 and 2. I know that's not that bad, but they're
Seems
1
pretty-
and 2.
Almost even, actually.
When you have that little of episodes, those two stick out a lot more.
Yeah. I mean, but for Spawn, think about how bad it looks for him right now.
It looks really
No,
good
sorry.
for Spawn.
Hold on. I messed it up in my mind. What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
All right.
It was like I was trying to say that like the My Hero score isn't great, and you're saying it looks bad for. Imagine how bad it looks for Spawn, but he's 2-0 right now.
Wait, has Ghost Rider had another appearance?
Yes.
He has, right?
And you don't know the outcome of that one.
That's right. Why did...
Um,
Was it something you said, or was it something I misheard again? Am I just mishearing hearing a lot?
I don't know, man.
Something put in my head that Spawn was 0-2, even though he's not.
I think you just misheard me.
Maybe. I don't know.
Good ass fight though. Holy shit, that was
Fantastic
awesome. No, that had nothing to do with Mr. Fantastic. Fucking top fucking tier. And I also still just love, again, I'm loving this. Fucking, this is our first Marvel character, and then we're going right back to more anime. We're not going back to Marvel and DC. So, that's fucking cool. When are we getting Godzilla versus Hulk and Gru versus Megamind death battle? Fucking hell.
I thought you were gonna say when we're getting Godzilla vs. King Kong. I was like, there's a lot of movies about that.
No, Godzilla versus Hulk. That's a confirmed episode. When are we getting it?
I mean, maybe soon, since there's so the next one is gonna be 197. So there's gonna be 2 in between that and the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh one, right?
Yeah.
So could be those ones.
Probably
perhaps.
not. If I'm being
One of them,
honest, it's probably gonna be Aang versus the Traveler before that, and then Ruby versus Maka.
Okay.
Hulk versus Godzilla was pretty low on the list, and Gru versus Megamind, we technically didn't even reach that goal. They just gave it to us out of like a, hey, thank you for giving us so much fucking money. Don't worry, it's happening. Dude, that was fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I can add, I go, boom.
Is that gonna be a 10?
Oh.
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 Oh. Ooh.
No.
Oh.
Oh, fuck, I messed it up, no. God damn it.
You got 2 ones.
Fuck. Alright, hold on. Oh.
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 Pasan. I love Pasan. Pasanum.
That might go down. Kratos Asura went down after I did that.
Well, I don't know if we have any issues with this one, is the thing.
Right now, no. They can come up.
Maybe.
Did I spell Giorno wrong? Yeah, I did. That's our season so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
still surprised with like how much Omni-Man vs. Bardock displeased you that it still got a 7.
I'm still upset with everything about that episode.
I feel like I need to go back and watch that again because I mean, obviously, I don't have as much of a understanding of the characters as you do, but I need to remember like what made it not make sense.
There's a lot of things that made them not make sense, but I'm going to give you one little thing that pissed off everybody. Everyone went into this knowing Bardock should win. Alright? That was just a given. But it was also kind of a thing of, if they don't give Bardock Super Saiyan, then it could potentially go Omni-Man. It still should go Bardock, but it could go Omni-Man. They not only gave Bardock Super Saiyan, they gave him scaling that he doesn't belong anywhere near, and he still fucking lost.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all.
Like,
have they talked about this at all? Have they brought this up?
They told people to stop sending them death threats and shit.
That's fair.
That's fair. That is 100% fair. Just point for anyone watching this. If you're upset that Ghost Rider lost, tell me to kill myself. Don't send it to them. I'm used to it.
No, don't do that. It's okay to disagree and to have feelings about that.
Right. You
don't need to turn that into threats on somebody's life or the well-being in general.
The discussion around these episodes is always awesome. I just hate when it gets toxic. That's why I don't want to talk about Kratos Asura a whole lot, and why I'm actually kind of dreading having to talk about it when I do my season ranking.
Oh,
Because it just causes problems.
fan base get mad about that.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still getting things about it. There's two things that the Death Battle subreddit is still talking about. That is arguing about Kratos Asura and making memes out of Bowser versus Eggman. It's been months.
One of those is good.
It's been months and we're still doing that, and I have no problems. I would like to end this with kind of the same thing I did last time, but now we have a full 6 episode to compare. Shut up. Actually, I'll go over to this one. It's better. This last season, we had okay episode. I fucking hate this, but okay episode. We had fucking God tier. Really fucking good.
Are you comparing like going down both the lines?
Yep, the first 6 episodes of last season and this season. We had an okay episode. Potentially greatest episode Death Battle's ever made. Not for me personally, but for so many people, it's like one of the most 10 out of 10 episodes there ever could be. Pretty good episode. Damn good episode.
Bowser Eggman is also, I think, one of the ones that brought in the most people and like had the biggest fan bases.
Oh yeah.
The most people wanted to see that one.
Pretty good episode. Actually, really good episode. Really good episode. And finally, pretty good episode. Fucking amazing episode. So
far,
I would say season's been pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Our lowest is a good episode. It's a pretty good episode. Fucking a greatest thing ever. Really fucking good. Really fucking good. Perfect. So I would say we're doing pretty good this season.
I would agree.
Goddamn, I am so excited for my Shigaraki. We have to get Zach for that one. Because if what I can remember is correct, Zach really likes Jujutsu Kaisen and really fucking hates My Hero.
I didn't know about the opinion on My Hero.
I might be wrong on that. I might be misremembering. But if so,
I know they like Jujutsu Kaisen.
I want to see Zach's reaction when Shigaraki murders Mahito. But
I continuously cannot remember which one is from which when you say those names.
Shigaraki is My Hero. Mahito is Jujutsu Kaisen. But alright, that's the end. 50 fucking minutes. 30 minutes longer than the actual death battle.